a good tune, right?
I know.
What's going on, everybody?
Greetings, everyone.
Our model enthusiasts out there, how you all doing? Got Kevin Smith. I told you Kevin Smith would be in there.
Uh-huh.
Got the boss.
Yep.
You got Chet, Mark Casco, Tiff, Tim, Mark, yeah. Dean Scale Model Zone, right? Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Bench. TJ. Awesome. Got a nice nice group of people in there.
Yeah. Hit that like button.
Everybody's popping in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do some introductions here. I'm Jason from Klein Race Car Designs. And then basically, I think this is correct, right? Who's this guy right here to my left?
We got Paul over here, Left Coast Small Car Builds. What's up, everybody?
And I'm Bruce from Bruce's Eclectic World. And that guy there is
Joe from the Big Sky Model Workshop.
Yay, we got through that all right. Yay.
And we weren't that late, chat. We weren't that late.
No. I was busy pushing buttons.
We had 5 minutes to prepare this show.
Yeah. So
yeah. We all literally just walked into our areas, and except for Bruce.
Yeah.
I'm always
He's always ready. So.
Ready. I left my wife with 4 sugared up kids at the Central Montana Fair.
Sweet.
Oh,
Literally.
nice.
You're in big trouble. You're in big trouble.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I guess if she took your wallet, then she's probably a little bit happier then. If she's got
She
money.
does have the wallet. She has the wallet.
Oh, man. That's a bad thing. It's fair.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So just so everybody knows too, what we're going to do here, we're going to make some changes. We're going to go to a 4 panel from here on forward, even. So we'll have 4 plus a guest in the future. This way here, with everybody's got busy lives, work schedules can flare up. Hopefully, by minimum, we always have 3 people. So that's going to be
the plan.
The goal. That's the plan. But expect to see all 4 of us on here. The AMC show is proud to welcome Big Joe up there from Big Sky Model Workshop, and of course Paul from Left Coast Model Car Builds. They're going to be regulars on the show, so feel free to reach out to these fine folks as well. This is going to be a lot of fun. We all chat on and off, throughout the weeks when we can, when we're not working or moving pianos. And
Yes. Messing your back up.
This is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get into our social media shout outs. What do you say, Bruce?
Okay, let me get that pulled up here.
Let's see who's going to go first. Let's see.
Well, looks like you are.
So this is John's Hobby Hut. This is the wrong one, Bruce.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, the weird looking model cars, man.
That's the wrong one.
Okay. Whoopsie.
John, I'll just go through it. John, if you go over and check him out, he was part of the 48-hour group build. So he did a nice, beautiful yellow 57 Chevy. He's only got 311 subscribers. And he's got some really kind of like nice short videos, but he also participated in 60 Rules. He's done a couple group builds, which is really, really cool. So go over there and you'll find John. If you type in 48-hour group build, you'll see his yellow 57 Chevy. Turned out very good. So it was really cool to follow along with John's progress. So.
I'm sorry I screwed that up.
Well, that's for Jason's other channel. That's for Klein Ferry Design, I think.
Whoever this John is, looks like he's got some neat stuff going on there, too.
Yeah. He does have some neat stuff. I've watched some of it. Anyway, And this one's mine. This is Tommy over at Scale Plastic Hobbies. I just watched his video yesterday of a sweet looking 49 Mercury pickup truck he custom built. It's got a little fade paint job on it, and it's a really pretty. He does some really cool stuff. So run over and give him a like, share, subscribe, and tell him the AMC podcast sent him.
Yeah, I watched his videos. They're pretty good too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy does some crazy work.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. And quick. Man, he's quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He
That's
turns
a guy's
it
got
off
a
quick.
passion for a hobby.
Yeah.
And the next person is this guy. Oh, Frank.
Compulsive scale model Frank over there. Really nice guy. I started watching his stuff a while back. Just popped up in the feed. Really clean builds. Really nice stuff. I was really surprised his channel was, I mean, at the time I found him, I think he only had like 200 thing subs, but really, really nice videos. The way he walks you through what he's doing, his descriptions, why he builds stuff. Really good stuff. I enjoy seeing Frank's work over there.
Yeah, I love listening to him. He's got that nice, awesome, deep voice. And
Him and Grandpa Mark are similar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I watched that duster build that he's got there. That was a beautiful project that he did.
Right. And
Yeah, really nice stuff.
And this is my buddy Will. This is Will from over here in Mile High Country, 1968 Ford man. That is his 68 Fairlane, by the way. Will's a super nice guy and a good builder. I can't believe he's only at 297 subscribers. Guys, let's get him bumped over 300 and then some. Participates in a lot of different group builds. As you can see, he's getting into the Customs Illustrated build and the Burgers and Beer build and does some really cool stuff. And Will's just a good guy.
yeah, because this picture's only 2 days old. So that counts probably very close to being right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Guys.
Yeah. And
Yeah, he's a good guy.
there's that. Boink. There we're back.
We're back. Yeah. So tonight, what we're going to discuss is we were all very fortunate and kind of lucky in our schedules to participate in this year's 48-hour group build. Last year was a disaster for me. The nice thing that Craig does is he kind of basically will tell you that you can start your clock, just kind of track your time to accommodate other people's schedules. So, of course, Paul here, he was one of them that was fortunate enough to do that due to other things that was going on. So him and June were able to start their clock a little bit earlier and then save their builds a little bit until the weekend, and they were putting their videos out, which is really cool. It's definitely a group build that's growing. I would also like to say, don't be scared to try it. Craig is not like a stickler that you have to finish. I think that if you tried it and you realize that, hey man, this is a lot to take in 2 days, you might have a different approach a year later. I definitely did, and it definitely paid off to where I actually got some sleep. So it was a lot of fun. So we're gonna, since we've both been busy, we're gonna kind of discuss what we went through, our trials and our conquers and problems and stuff, and we'll show you what kits we went with, and we'll go from there. So Bruce, you want to start us off with your project?
Okay, sure. My disaster project.
Yeah, but you overcome it, you know.
Yes. And this was my first year doing it. And I was very apprehensive, going, oh my, what am I going to do? And I kind of had a plan in my head, and it kind of worked out until the snafu. I used Tester's Deja Vu Blue Metal Flake, and after I sprayed the body, I sat there and I stared at it, and I stared at it, and I stared at it some more, and I'm going, no, I don't like it. It was the blue was okay. It was the metal flake was too big for such a little car.
Okay.
Because I built a Jeep Rubicon again. I seem to like those. Because they're I call them a semi-snap kit because they're a lot of the stuff's positive fit. Has little pins and locates them, and you kind of snap them together, and they work out great.
Okay.
The painting and all went really good after that. I actually had another kit, so I pulled the body out of it and painted that kit, and I did get it all done by 5:30 Sunday afternoon, and I was sweating bullets because I didn't think I was going to get it done.
we were sweating bullets for you when you you told us that morning that you started over. I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah, because I threw it in the Totally Awesome, and it just sat there and looked at me. So I pulled it out of that, and I threw it in the Purple Pond stuff. It sat there for like 3 hours. Nope, we ain't done nothing either. So that's when I pulled out the other body and started on it.
Rubbing alcohol will take that off in a hurry, Bruce.
I tried that. It didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know what that tester paint's made out of. Rubbing
alcohol. You usually have to hit it with a toothbrush while you're at it, but it seems to work pretty well.
I didn't have enough. But anyway, I took easy off, oven spray, and sprayed it down for 2 days, and it finally came off.
That's good.
But yeah, the first day it sat there, it didn't like, okay, so why isn't it not working? I even took a toothbrush and scrubbed it and everything. And I coated it again to let it set another 24 hours, and it came right off. I don't know what that paint was, but Armor All, I guess.
And that was the yellow box art one, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one you get from Hobby Lobby.
The Revell kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But fitment was really good on it, and you liked it?
Oh, yeah, because like I said, it has the locating pins for all the fender wells and the headlights and tail lights. You just stick the pins through the holes and push them in there, and they stay.
Okay.
No glue required.
That particular kit, that's curbside as far as the motor goes, right?
It's a curbside kit, yes.
Okay. So
it's not like the Golden Hawk and a couple of these others that's out there.
Can you take that out and then put a real motor in it, or is that molded into the chassis?
It's molded into the chassis.
Okay.
You could do it if
you wanted to get Dremel.
You really wanted to get Dremelized.
I know a guy who's pretty good at that.
We know a guy, right over there, down there.
He went with a 48-hour build out of a solid chunk of styrene.
We'll let him tell his own story. But anyway, let me find the button here. I'll show you all what I built. Anyway, that's my Rubicon. That's actually that's nickel, full cart nickel paint.
Looks awesome.
It's missing some 3D printed rubber ducks on the dash.
Oh no, and there's the bottom. That's all one bottom, all one piece there.
Oh wow.
A couple of days later, I did make the steps. Those are made out of brass tubing, and I cut them out, bent them, and soldered them together. But yeah, that's the Jeep Rubicon that I painted.
I like that color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks silver on the camera, but it's nickel.
Yeah.
It has that nickel finish.
Yeah, you were right that the blue, when you showed me that blue one, the flake just looked way too large for the scale.
Yeah, it looked like quarters laying there on it in real life, on a 1-to-1 car. They've been the size of quarters.
Yeah.
So I'm happy the way it turned out.
Looked awesome. Yeah. Well, Joe, let's hear about your 48-hour group build.
So mine's technically a 36-hour group build. So
that's true.
I decided Friday during the day, because I wasn't going to be able to work on it, I thought, because I had a function to go to Sunday afternoon and working on the workshop. I decided on a whim Friday afternoon that I was going to jump in. So I just picked a kit off the shelf. So I grabbed one of the AMT modified stalkers, because I love these anyway. And yeah, 36-hour build. I did screen door screen to do the window net and the windshield, because it's dirt car. And then the 102 is a shout out to my buddy Frank Williams. He's been a longtime racer here and always raced Ford products. So I thought, well, how cool I can throw that on it. I will probably give this to him at some point.
And that's what the purple stripes represented, right?
Yeah. So the purple stripes were in the kit. And I thought, man, they don't look the greatest with the orange. But at the same time, Frank has always put purple on his car somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So, like right now, his current car is a 1960 Chevrolet wagon, Bel Air wagon, and it's purple with a blue roof. So when that AMT 1960 Chevy wagon comes out, I got to build a replica of that for him. But yeah,
Nice.
otherwise this thing came out of the box. And the other thing I did that I always like doing now is the using the super glue with a little bit of activator really quick or accelerant and mimicking welds.
Oh, yeah, on the trunk and the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah, these are fun kits. They're just, I mean, they're not overloaded with detail. I think so. The box said like 100 parts. I think I used 59 parts. Like, there's not much to them. I mean, chassis one piece. I mean, they're a lot of fun. They're a quick, easy build. They are a lot of fun to do.
So Grandpa Mark's got a question for you. You want to know how that screen took paint?
So I just used screen door screen, and I actually glued that on before I painted the body. And I hit it with, I primed it really quick, and with Mr. Surfacer, the gray, and then it's the Tester's Extreme Lacquer Orange, and it stuck right to it like a champ.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, it sticks really nice.
Good to know.
Yeah. No,
So I
it
hooked
looks
up
good.
and stick with super glue really easy. So
Very cool.
Yep, I like it. Turned out great.
well, thank
Even
you.
though you cheated and did it in 36 hours.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even have any fingerprints in the paint.
that's pretty good because I even have fingerprints in my paint.
Nice.
Paul, you've got two of them you're going to share tonight. So why don't you go ahead and start with June's?
Yeah. So June and I, we chose to go with the Dodge Demons. So we're wanting to do this build. The first year, Bell and I did it. The second year, June, Bell and myself did the 48-hour build. Then this year, it was just June and myself. Our work schedules were a little wonky. June worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I worked my regular Monday through Friday, and did a Saturday deal over at the winery. So we opted to ours. I think it was Tuesday through Thursday, and June was able to his during the day. I was just working on mine after work, but yeah, we had a lot of fun with these. I've been wanting to build one. And one fun thing about the 48-hour group builds is it's a good way to run through a kit that maybe you want to do intensive build on down the road, which definitely with the Demons, that was the case. So yeah, we ran to Hobby Lobby, picked up a couple of these, went with the race version. We left them in base. We did not do any clear. So base is real nice because it sets quick. You can handle it. So he used an old, to remember which blue this was, but it's an old Deltron or PPG base. And then went with the Dells, did a duplicolor pearl white interior, did the roll cage, a little detail there, just paint details. Not easy. Yeah, see if the hood's going to cooperate. Not really. We're not going to mess with that one. Break his. If it was mine, it'd be all right. So yeah, so June did his, and mine is very similar, just different color, different decals here. So mine actually a House of Color Nova orange base, again with no clear, pearl white interior, some simple paint details. Let's see if this.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, see. Yeah, just clean, fun builds. They went together really well. Our biggest problem on both of these were breaking. So that was our probably the worst part. And applying bare metal foil over base is not the easiest thing. It does. I mean, it'll peel right off in the shape that you laid it down in. So tricky, but we got them. We didn't quite do it in the time frame like our buddy Joe did there. We probably got them done before the 48-hour mark, but we didn't need power tools like KRD did down there.
You're gonna love this
But
story.
we had a lot of fun with it though. It was great hanging out, chatting with you guys and everything.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I like the fact that you guys kind of made them look like twins, but just different base colors. So that's
Uh-huh.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say what's up, Jim.
Hi, James.
So, Arter Ake had a question really quick. It was fiberglass screen that I used.
Oh, fiberglass? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a cheap chunk of fiberglass. And hi, babe. She's in the chat.
Yeah, I see that.
The chat's not working tonight in Restream, so I can't pull anything up on the screen. So I apologize, everybody.
Hey, Ed. Yeah, that's cool. Those builds turned out great.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, thank you. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was a blast.
So
That's why Jason
Yeah.
owns 264 of that particular kit.
well,
I've been stocking up on. I mean, we had a few of them, but it's a fun
Uh-oh.
kit. It
Competition.
goes together really well. And one thing I like about it is the window trim for doing your foil work. I mean, it's really crisp, really nice. So I've got a few. I picked up 2 of these in the last 2 weeks. I don't know if I'll catch up to Jason there. I'd have to buy around 2 out, I think, to do that. But I've definitely been stocking them.
I'm going back to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, baby.
I sent them another poster.
Yeah, really.
So one thing that Paul brought up is I 100% agree is the fact that the 40-hour group build is a great time to try a kit to see what it consists of before you dive into, say, a very detailed, extreme body work, paint job, all that stuff, like, so you can make sure the things fit and whatnot. So that was my approach too, 100%. I thought, this 69 Barracuda kit right here, I thought this is a perfect time to do this. Well, I got going into it, and the interior tub wouldn't sit flat on the chassis. It was a lot. So Bruce and these guys can attest that Friday night I was 2 hours. No lie, 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yes. So we went crazy with it, and we came up with this here Barracuda. So I ended up 3D printing some wheels and tires for this thing. We lowered it down. We've got a lot of detail in it. We ended up putting a Hemi in it, of course. The Hemi is out of the 68 Dart kit. We used the seats out of the 68 Dart kit. You can see the seats. We used the shifter out of that. We used the headers out of the 68 Charger kit. And then just tried to weather up the chassis a little bit to make it look like the car's been driven down the road. We still got drum brakes on it because I didn't want to spend the time on all the discs, but we ended up base coat, clear coating it. We used the Tamiya spray can I wanted to try this stuff, so this was a perfect time to do that. So the kit went together fairly well once you got all the boogers out of it. It went together fairly well. So I was pretty happy with it once I knew that I got parts to fit. Then I could feel a little comfortable in 48 hours to get going on some paint work and getting it done. So
Looks killer.
Yeah, that was sweet. That thing came out killer.
So my son decided to participate this year, which is really cool. So when I first met Paul 3 years ago, it was him and his daughter doing it. And I thought, man, that's really cool. I'd love to get my kid to do it someday. And so he decided to do it this year. And he did the famous GTO that everybody complains about. This is a very challenging kit. So when he told me that he wanted to experiment and, he hasn't put one together fully, and I told him, I said, well, do that GTO. You'll learn from things on that kit what can be problems to look for on your other kits then. And he did, and he learned some painting and sanding and stuff, but he did a pretty good job with this thing, considering, how kind of rough it is. He got things to fit. The exhaust didn't fit, so then he shortened it up like all the hot rodders do and put the tips out the back.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So it was fun for him. He had a blast. He's definitely wants to do this more. And then, of course, the thing that was really cool that he watched this too is all the really good comments that we got on Facebook when I posted our build, and then same thing on the YouTube channel. A lot of great encouraging folks out there that were saying, hey, tell your boy, good job. You got to start somewhere, even some private messages. So I got to say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart, because now he's definitely wants to do more of this stuff, because he realizes how much of a really cool community this is, and that, the good comments outweighed a couple. I mean, you're always going to get a keyboard warrior here and there, and right away he's seen it and he got me and we deleted it. So it is what it is. But for the most part, he thought, yeah, Dad, you're right. All those guys are some really cool dudes. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Chuck's in there. He said, "Don't drop it."
Yeah, he did an awesome job on that. I gave up on mine working on one of those GTOs, so heck of a job to push through. It looks really good.
He did a really killer interior that he did on that.
Yeah, he did. Versus alarm for the sponsor spotlight.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, Chuck, I won't drop it because he'll be mad at me if I drop that. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, before we do this sponsor spotlight here, so Bruce is going to air that, I would like to take a minute of silence, and we're going to honor Mr. Tamiya. Mr. Tamiya passed away this week. That's really quite sad. The guy has been an inspiration to all of us, and especially with not only for models for me, but for also remote control car stuff. So, huge company over in Japan, and he's been a great guy. So let's take a moment of silence and honor this man.
I read the article on Facebook. It's an interesting read if you haven't read it.
It is, yeah.
Quite saddened to hear that, but
what a week for people passing away. I mean, my God,
man,
sheesh.
How cool that Mr. Tamiya got to go with Ozzy and Hulk Hogan, though.
Exactly.
And Malcolm Jamal Warner. I like him in the Cosby.
And Chuck Mangione.
Yeah, Mangione too. Yeah. Yeah. No, crazy.
Rough week.
Yep. So
go ahead and roll roll the commercials so we can pay our bills and.
Yeah. So everybody sit back for 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Grab a drink and a snack, and we'll be right back.
I want to remind everybody that we are doing our first annual Breast Cancer Awareness 24-hour group build, October 11th, 2025, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. That'll run in conjunction with Bob's Model Works, Chris Cortell Annual Cancer Awareness Group Build, which runs from October 1st to October 31st. A link is in the description for that one, so check that out too and sign up for his. Also in the description is a link to the GoFundMe page I set up for the American Cancer Society. We're going to take donations the whole time we're building, and you can start now if you want. But all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society, so any help you can give would be greatly appreciated.
Hey, we should host another group build sponsored by the podcast.
Sure, but it needs to be a race car this time.
Yeah, something that can race on asphalt or dirt.
And night and different types of weather. That would be pretty cool.
And can fly.
Wait, what?
What you talking about, BG?
Hey, I got it. Rally cars.
Yes.
What date should we run the build for?
How about January 31st? It can start and go to December 31st. That's a good amount of time.
Sure, I can work with that.
Okay, but I gotta say, I'm a little concerned about the defying gravity thing. I haven't had much luck in that lately.
Join the Scale Model Car Podcast 2025 Rally Cool Rally Car Group Build and build that rally car model kit that's been sitting on your shelf ever since you brought it home from the hobby store and said, I'm gonna build that one day, because now is your chance.
Yes, now's your chance.
Now's their chance. Those
Mine's
guys,
in primer.
They did a great job with that build
Yeah.
commercial.
Yes, they did.
Especially with the GTO during the burnout.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that. So who's all going to participate in the Pro Street F and Everything group build? This group.
Oh, we're in. I got to do some tweaking though. My engine plan is not working like I hoped.
You still doing the Corvair?
Oh yeah, Provair is still happening. I think what I'd like to try to get my hands on is one of Josh's Pro Charged big blocks.
Okay.
Nice.
You're gonna put it in the back, right?
Oh no. So The problem I have is the Nova front clip here. Oh, Parnelli, you quit it. The DRCE, those headers, I can't really. Those headers land right directly on the frame rails.
Just give them a good cut. I know a guy that can Dremel them for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He lives in Minnesota.
you got any bits left? I mean, guys, I am not kidding. When we were doing the live chat working on this, it was like three of us talking, and it sounded like Jason was giving somebody a root canal for 2 hours.
Several.
He'd come up for air for a minute, and then it would just be
There was white plastic everywhere. My kid says, "Dad, are you going to be able to get that done?" I'm like, "Yeah, one way or another."
Oh my gosh!
What are you going to build, Paul, for yours? What body?
Well, so I got a couple things I'm looking at. I was telling Josh, their idea was go with something wild, something different. I've not built a lot of Pro Streets. I like them. I've had a lot of ideas, a few started. So I told him mine probably won't be like a Pro Street ship or anything like that. But thinking, I've been looking at a Gremlin, maybe a Riviera, 51 Chevy maybe.
Nice.
So I got a few ideas, trying to think of something that you don't see every day, but it's pretty mild compared to what some people are doing.
Yeah.
But it's
Long nailhead Riviera.
Nailhead. Yeah, there you go.
I'm asking him and my buddy Chris here about anybody that makes a nice 3D nailhead. I know there's some files for some of the smaller, I think, older nail heads, but not really the 401s or the 425s that I know of. That would be really cool, and those engines in general would be great for old school hot rods, things like that.
Yeah.
Didn't they make a Tommy Ivo kit at one time? Because he ran blown nail heads in that first version.
Yes, they did make
of that car.
Yeah, I'd have to look and see.
Yep.
See what's in
Every
those.
once in a while, you'll see those pop up on eBay too, reasonably. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stay away from the Camaro, Mustang, Chevelles, but won't be anything too crazy though. So that's
Red says, how about a Bonneville?
I'm in the idea stages.
Yeah,
I'm in the stages.
See, I like what Chet just said. Yeah. Chet said, just put a Hemi in it. See, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Well, I decided that I'm going to do that new Shelby Daytona that's re-released by MPC.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So, yes. Take a front-wheel drive car and make it a rear-wheel drive.
Cool.
Or I probably could have pro-streeted the front end of it and,
Yeah.
Did you ever he took a blue Shelby Charger, the 80s one, and he back-halfed it, but he left the front end alone. So it was front-wheel drive with the stock 2.2 and everything, but he back-halfed it so it looked the part, but it was just a front drive.
I didn't see that.
I saw that, I thought, yes, I should do Rivera.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but I did one time see that a guy pro-streeted a Ford Escort and left the front end alone.
Oh, wow.
And the big back tires were just coasters back there.
Yes.
Jeez. That'd be wild.
If I can't get the engine to fit this Corvair, I might just change course and do that because I have one of those Shelby Chargers on the shelf here.
Yeah, because that was re-released in the last year too, right?
Yeah, I just got one, just a few months ago. The hold on.
The Charger, the Daytona, because the Charger was re-released before the Daytona.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yep. And then the other one, like you're talking about the 88. Yeah, that one's the one that's in Hobby Lobby now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm stocking up on now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you left any for anybody, there is.
Stocking up on it now.
Yeah, I'm glad
Seriously,
I got one.
right?
Hey, you gotta get the prices while you can, right?
Sure.
Right?
Why not? Right? Yeah.
I've been seriously waiting. I keep telling my wife, man, at some point they got to get smart and say, hey, we got to stop giving these things away at 40% off.
Yeah, it's time to stock up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
tell them
somebody has to
that.
run a sale.
Right?
Right.
The only way they
Yeah.
get us in the stores without our wives dragging us in.
Right?
Well, that's
Have you
cool.
ever gone into Hobby Lobby on like a Thursday afternoon? There's a good
Yes.
chance that you may be the only single male in the building, and it's good
Yes.
for your self-esteem.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll get some strange looks from women like, what the hell is this guy doing in Hobby Lobby?
Right?
And then when they see me in the toy aisles, then they're like, oh, you get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but mine has started carrying the Mr. Hobby. I think it's
Yep.
the primer.
Yeah.
For a long time, all we had was the matte clear. Now they've got the primed up few cans of that for like $8, $9, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Chad, I did see that. Especially now, even the SRT program is all back fully instated. So,
Mhm.
yep, it's going to be pretty cool to see. I mean, I'm not a fan of the trucks as much anymore with the whole spec motor. Me and Joe could go round and round about spec motors, I'm sure, but
I'm
I'm not
a fan. I mean, I get it as a racer, but I also don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of spec motors. So to me, a Chevy should have a Chevy, a Ford should have a Ford, and so on
Yeah.
and so on. So,
Absolutely.
and that's what to me killed ASA racing back in the days was they went to spec motors and
Yep, the LSs.
yeah. So, but yep, that's gonna be pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, the one thing I did see a question in there. I think it was Steve said something about doing a CRX. I'm very curious to know who makes a CRX. It's got to be a Tamiya kit.
That'd be a Tamiya kit, yeah. I think they do make a Tamiya makes one.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I always liked those cars when I was a kid. I think I was like 16 or something like that when those things came out, and one of the neighbors across the street had one that was black, and I just loved it. So,
oh yeah,
very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, full cars.
Yeah.
Back off, rear wheel drive it, and then give it something like a 2JZ or something. That'd be wicked.
Absolutely, with a turbo or a compound turbo setup on it, that'd be pretty. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Steve. Yep. He said Tamiya. Oh, Chuck does Fujimi too.
Yeah, Fujimi makes one too.
Wow.
Seems like.
Cool.
Right
I'll have to look for that because that'd be kind of cool to have one of those. And I got a 240Z that I'm gonna do as a drag and drive car one of these days, maybe this winter.
Sweet.
After the Acme builds are done. So
we just had a drag and drive event come through here a couple weeks ago. Man, was there some really cool new ideas for stuff rolling through town.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, for sure. I mean, even like this past weekend, we were Friday through Sunday, we were at Street Machine Nationals all weekend, and there was quite a few cars that came through there from other states that have not been here, especially the truck stuff. These guys are really going crazy with the trucks and Pro Street and trucks, and
yeah,
man, there's some really cool stuff there. So we got some really good pictures.
It'd be nice if the kit manufacturers would maybe do a slightly newer series of pickups for us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of really cool ideas in there.
The thing I would really love to see, and I know I don't remember what year Chuck was looking for, but I wish Mobius would do a renditions of Dodges and renditions of Chevrolets like they've done with all the Fords, because those kits are awesome. and let's get more of those trucks out there, you know.
I thought they were working on the 67 to 72 Chevys.
I think they are, but I think it's been one of those things that's been kind of like the Maverick, where it's been a talk for over a year.
Sure.
I don't know how much truth to it is it's actually getting done. So
yeah, I mean, two to 71. Really cool to see a series of Dodge pickups done like those, and then they're about $100, and it's like, I just can't.
exactly, and you know, not trying to bash the 3D stuff, but those files, they're very thick. Those bodies are very thick, and to me, there's just more body work, and not just, you know, my 3D prints of bodies have not been successful, but I've seen them at the shows with the guys that really do a good job 3D printing, and they're just very thick, and you're not going to get crazy with them as far as like cut the doors open. You're going to have to try and thin them down and get them to scale, you know, otherwise the panels are going to be so thick. But if you're doing more curbside, or you're not going to open the hoods and you're not going to do all that stuff, they're great bodies, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tow rigs, you know, whatever you're going to do. Like, I'm going to do one. I found a file for like a 64 Dodge D100. So I'll make a tow rig out of it and no motor in it. And it'll be, you know, it'll be cool.
Nice.
So
Dean says S10 and Datsun pickups are coming out, he thinks.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Bell's got the Lowrider S10 coming. For sure. I think that one's already set up for pre-order.
The S10, though, isn't that a re-release? Didn't they have that out years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, I still would love to. Long time ago, I had an 83 with a 305, did the V8 swap thing. I would love to build another one of those.
I think I have the one S10, the older square nose that was like a lowrider kit.
That's the one that's getting re-released, I believe.
Because I know one time I was looking at Leon's lowrider group build, and I thought, man, I should grab that S10. But then I was like, I kind of want to do that S10 a different way. So now I do have that new Monte Carlo lowrider that just came out. So that will be a candidate if one of those lowrider group builds lines up with my schedule.
Nice.
Yeah.
The group builds are so, man, there's so many of them. It's hard to choose from. So,
you know, the one thing that I love about the hobby, about the community, though, is there's virtually no one who will give you any grief if you don't get done on time. They're just thrilled that hey, I'm so glad that you jumped in to do this. Good luck. And if it doesn't get done until 6 months after, so what?
Yeah.
You know, it's just all about seeing. Somebody once upon a time had said that they were only good for self-promoting your channel. And I'm like, I disagree with that, because it doesn't, they're not coming to check you out. It's just a way to give you an idea to build something.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's, I mean, gives you more ideas, more content ideas, more ideas. I use them to kind of help me decide what to build next. But of course, I jump into a ton of them, and now I've buried myself in them. But I mean, it's nobody really ever gives you grief. They're like, "Oh man, sorry, you 2 days late." You know, tough. You know, it's all like, "Hey man, no worries, get it done when you can."
Yeah.
So it starts September 6th, Leon? Or
I think that's what he's saying.
Okay. How long does it go till, Leon?
I think it's a year.
Is it a year?
I think. Don't quote me on, but I think it's a year. He'll answer in a second.
Yeah.
No, that's except for Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck says you've got to say Porsche if you don't finish the Porsche build.
Gotta build the Porsche.
That was pretty comical. They kept going. When I had more time at work, because lately we've been in so many meetings, I used to always listen to the Scale Mod podcast at work. And they would argue about it. You better get going on that thing, otherwise you're going to lose the bet. And for the while, I couldn't figure out what the hell are they talking about. And then it was because of the way Luca pronounces Porsche. So it don't end. Okay, thanks, bud.
Yeah, it doesn't end.
I think I'm gonna have to start one of them. Then I'll start that Monte Carlo and
nice.
Do that, or another one that'd be cool to put some Pegasus wheels on is that 64 Chevelle curbside kit.
Yeah. That'll be November if I get a chance to start on one like that.
That would be cool.
I got a kit for it.
Just focus on trying to do some airbrushing tricks in the paint and try and teach myself to get a little West Coast vibe going off of it. I'll be calling Paul every day. Hey, man.
Yeah, me and you both, Paul. You better keep that phone charged up, buddy.
How do I?
Yeah, I got my lowrider build going from the last one, my 60s, but it'll be more. I appreciate all the work that goes into those things, but myself, I really like kind of the 70s style, just lowered, not too crazy. That's more my style, but yeah, there's definitely some stuff out here.
Yeah.
There's no way I could do a paint job like Leon. No, I ain't gonna live long enough.
Yeah, I get confused looking at that thing about trying to tape it all out and everything.
He's a master.
Yeah, Leon does them nice. Gary does them. Yeah, it's crazy.
What do they call that?
I have enough trouble getting one color down.
Is it called the endless line that they do all that in the paneling?
Yeah, there's different terms and different ways, and all the windows and paneling and webbing. Man, there's just so much they do in that stuff. Yeah, then you got all the engraving. Those guys on the metal work, the wheels, the bumpers, grills. Yeah. It just goes crazy.
Yeah, I gotta get some either find some files or buy some Pegasus wheels. Those look like nice wheels, the Pegasus wheel.
Yeah, those are nice classic look. Those are hard to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, like what Chuck and Chris Sobek said, get some Supremes. Yep.
You never have enough of those.
Yeah.
I need to find some 4-lug ones.
4-lug?
Yes. There was a place, somebody had given me a referral to one a long time ago. It was like $35 for the set of wheels. I was like, I don't know about that, but I would love to find a set of 4-lug Supreme style wheels, because I would do something like a straight 6 Mustang or a Falcon or something that would have had factory 4-lug wheels.
That may have been lowrider model car parts. Maybe I think they may have done some. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you do like that Nova wagon kit, the 63 Nova wagon kit. It already has a straight 6. That would have been a 4-lug car from the factory.
The wagon kit, if I do have that kit, the curbside one, and I thought about printing like bags of groceries to put in the back of it.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah. Infinite line, that's the other term. Yeah. Definitely like to try that out. See how I could do with one of those things.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of group builds, just some of the ones they're mentioning.
Yeah.
Here in the board.
Yeah.
Somebody was doing a list there for a while of all the group builds. I can't remember who it was the other day.
Yeah.
Dustin at One Shot Builds.
Yes, Dustin.
See, that would be kind of a cool idea too. Is somewhere that either we do a page or something like that where everybody can just list them all up, and then people can then go and look and see what falls into the year for them, and then pick it. I know me and Paul have talked about this so much in the past, where when we started talking about creating the zombie build, and it was like you kind of have to just pick one that is kind of your next build that you feel like doing, because then you're going to get through it to do it. So like if the Pro Street F and everything thing, I like that stuff, so I'm gonna make time to get it done. Where if you're trying to be in every one of them, you're gonna fail more than you're gonna succeed. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Either that or you're just building them quick and dirty and yeah.
I at least start doing more curbsides for some group builds, and it's it definitely keeps things moving on the bench, which has been nice.
yeah,
If it's not a
seeing some
curbside, you can make it a
curbsides.
curbside. You glue the hood shut and just put the motor in the bottom and paint it.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did on my rock and roll one, Bruce. I had trouble with it fitting, so I glued the hood shut on that Mustang I just did.
Just paint the oil pan and call it done.
Yeah.
I actually had the engine painted and even the exhaust, like it's all right when you look underneath. It's just I couldn't get the radiator or the upper hose or the air cleaner to go without fitment issues, so I said to heck with it and just glued the hood shut. So good enough.
Yeah.
Hey, it works.
It was my mom's birthday gift anyway. She didn't remember what it looked like under hood, so
Yeah, that's just it. You gotta, you kind of gotta set a goal. You really, with every build up, my problem is I go down rabbit holes. Oh, since I'm here, let's do this. Let's do this. And next thing you know, you've made the thing so damn busy and overcomplicated that you're just like sick of working on it. Really. You just got to set a goal and just say, that's it. This is as far as I'm going to go, and just focus on getting everything painted and fitted and put it together. So I think Paul's right. Those curbsides are probably great slump busters. I can tell you that this 48-hour thing was a huge slump buster for me.
See, that's another thing. That's another thing about the 48-hour group build. You learn to how to get from point A to point B to point B to point C, and when you get to a certain point, then you can relax just a little, and then you take a deep breath and you jump right back in, and then you finish the thing. I've done that. Started that on a couple of builds right now. I'm going to start using that same philosophy. It's like, okay, I'm not going to do anything else until I get to this kit to this point.
Yeah.
When it's all cleaned up and then fitted, test fitted, and primered, then they can take a little short break and work on the other one, then jump back on that one and get it in paint.
Yeah.
And then you just put it together and you're done. And that's basically how I do it on Jeep.
Yeah. I was in a massive slump until the 48-hour build. Like I hadn't touched a thing in weeks. And now I've done that one, and then I get another one, and I'm like ready to jump in some more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a balancing act, and everybody's got a little different keeping things going.
Yep.
I know Chris and Chuck and I were talking about that because they build crazy stuff, and I'm over here just hammering out something in a week that looks good on the shelf. And I did figure there's a few builds I want to do that'll probably push me a little further than what I did, but I probably won't do them as part of group builds just for that reason, though.
Right.
Not if there's a deadline hanging over.
Yep. That's kind of what happened with my 55. I got so wrapped up and involved in it that, I basically got 9 months into it, and I wasn't gonna just shortcut it at that point just to get it done for a deadline. So, I'll be happier for that, but I agree with what Chris and Chuck said. I get too wrapped up in those things, and I want to put my best foot forward with certain ones because I start thinking about real cars that I've seen or wish I had. Like 55 Chevy's my bucket list car as far as a real one, and so I wanted to throw the kitchen sink at it. So,
it's kind of like the way I did my Demon.
Yeah. So, but I gotta learn how to pace things out and then just say, okay, this one is just good for this, and so on. And I know, Chris. By the time I get the 55 done, it will be over. It'll be over probably 13 months. I'll be hopefully done before Acme. So
TJ, if you ever want some research information, you hit me up anytime you want. I'll be happy to help you.
yeah, absolutely. Yep. No, the group builds are great, and it's great to participate in all of them if you can. But I got to be more selective with my time and what I really want to do with certain kits. There are many of those curbsides I think that I could just kind of go crazy with paint and experiment with some different colors and techniques and put those in certain builds.
Uh-huh.
You keep yourself pretty busy just balancing out different hobbies. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, it's
that's
tough. If it wasn't for my kid and then my brother and stuff, it'd be miserable. So be really miserable, especially with the big cars too. It'd be pretty tough. So
yeah,
I got a couple of buddies that come over with the big car stuff, and I bring them in here and try to coax them with, hey, look at these models. Remember when we did this as a kid? And they're like, don't even show me that shit, because then I'll be buying all that crap. So
yeah.
oh
Yeah, no joke.
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, group builds are definitely good. Good way just to communicate and community and support everybody out. That's seems to be the main thing, and have fun.
Yeah.
I love when everybody comes up for themes, and it's fun because you get to know what people are kind of into, and then seeing everybody kind of I love to see what people's take is on a certain theme. Like, it's whatever it is, and you see some guys just go traditional, and some guys go way out the box, or to see somebody jump out of their comfort zone and try something for the first time. It's always neat to see that.
Yeah. And that's the one thing I like about the USAC build is that you got one kit, and then you're seeing everybody's flair or idea on that one kit. And sometimes you'll see something that you're like, man, why didn't I think about doing that? But it's cool. And it's going to be really interesting to see what Fred Henry picks for this year's USAC.
Yeah.
Really cool. Well, folks, we are at an hour already. Man, the hour flies by.
It flew by quick.
As Grandpa Mark says, fastest hour on the internet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no joke.
That's awesome. Yeah,
we got 42 people watching. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all for dropping in.
And that chat's just flying by. And once again, I apologize. I can't post anything on the screen because the chat's not working for some weird reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not me this time.
Not yet, Dean. They haven't announced the kit yet.
I think
that'll be this fall.
September 13th, they announced the kit.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. September something.
September something, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll trust me. You'll see it on YouTube when Luca and them make the announcement with Mr. Fred Henry. So.
Yep. That and Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Looking forward to it.
Over that too. So. Well, let's go ahead and start doing our sign-offs. Who wants to go first?
Paul here, Left Coast Models, and thank you guys all for hanging out with us. Fun show. Hour flew by. That was awesome.
Absolutely. Joe, you want to go next?
Sure. It's Joe with the Big Sky Model Workshop. Thank you guys for hanging out. The chat is awesome. This group is just so much fun. An hour goes by like that. It's just awesome. Thank you guys for letting me join in. This is a blast. I love it. Looking forward to doing a lot more.
Absolutely. So I'm Jason from Klein Race Car Designs. Again, thank you to everybody in this chat. That's really cool. It's been great conversation in there. It's been very difficult to try and keep up with it, and we're going to try and get better with this Restream versus the StreamYard. But it will get better. But again, thanks to our great producer, Bruce. He always does a good job. He's got more time than the rest of us, so he gets to set all this stuff up during the day. And then, of course, thanks to Joe and Paul for both becoming hosts on the AMC show. We're going to try and get this thing even bigger and better than it has been. And hopefully, with the busy schedules, we'll always have 3 people. So it's going to be a lot of fun to do this and have these great conversations like this. So thanks, guys, for coming on. And Bruce, go ahead and do your closeout, my friend.
And I'm Bruce, your producer for Bruce's Eclectic World. I want to thank all of my hosts and that are on the screen right now. And Joe and Paul, it's an honor to have you guys here. Look forward to more shows just like this. We are going to have, other people on too, other guests, and we're going to start grabbing some of you guys in the chat too, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. So one of us may be grabbing, sending you emails or whatever.
Yep.
So we're not done by any means with this show. There was rumors going around that the show has died, but no, it has not died. It's only getting better. It's been reborn.
Reborn.
So,
and let's tell everybody too that every other week we'll be going through August, just so everybody's aware. That way we'll go back to a full every Thursday in September as you're getting into the fall of the year. It's going to work out for schedules, especially my schedule. So,
I was working up to that, boss. I was getting there.
Yeah.
But thank you, each and every one of you. We love you guys in the chat. Yeah. Thank you. And we'll catch you all next week. I mean, in 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong channel.
Yeah, we don't want Jason missing any WNBA games.
Yeah, yes. I can't miss the WNBA game.
All right, night, everybody.
Night,
everybody.